Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Now, it has been a couple of weeks, I do apologise, but it has been a couple of weeks since the last video. In that time, I have installed Promods 2.64 as I said I would, and because of a comment a few weeks ago, I've already decided what I'm going to be doing in today's video, and that is I'm going to be visiting Newport. Now, this is going to be kind of interesting because I have a 29-ton, what is that, a digger? A 29-ton digger that I'm going to be taking from London to Newport. This will give us our first look at Newport, and I'm essentially going to be following the M4 all the way. So I'm guessing wherever I've got to go, I pick up what I've got to pick up, get onto the A4, when that turns into the M4, follow the M4 all the way, and then end up in Newport. And this should work exactly as well. This should be really easy. This should work exactly as planned, but there is a high chance things will go wrong. So make sure you stay tuned for a journey to Promod's newest town or city in the UK, I think. I'm not entirely sure. This is obviously a few weeks out of date, but it is unfortunately the only time I get to record. So as I said, make sure you stay tuned, and of course if you do like these videos, make sure that you do click the like button, subscribe and comment so that I can see what exactly you do like and what you do not. Okay, time to get started now. It has been a few weeks since I last recorded, so this should be interesting to say the least in terms of... oh, am I in the wrong gear mode? There we go. There we go. This should be interesting to say the least in terms of me moving. So let's go ahead and get the truck turned around. And it seems to be very little in the way of power steering now. Definitely can feel no power assisted. That does not feel like there's any power steering. Let's go ahead and start in second. So, of course, since I updated it, the fact that I updated it sent me back to, well, this place, which is why we are starting in London today. Which one is... that's it. And this junction is always a really bad junction to be pulling out of. Really, really bad. And yet this time I had no issue whatsoever. Okay. Now I'm probably going to be getting lost as usual, because that is what I tend to do. I can never get this. Yes. Why is this a red light here? This is a very... that is not the gear I wanted. This is a very bizarre red light. Hello? Engine? Start-stop technology right there. I wonder if you can hear my clunking through the gears. Maybe just about, which is good. Coming down into a 30. Sky News van right there. So hopefully everybody is having a great whatever day this is coming out on. Interestingly enough, I have been... so I mention this quite often, but I have been starting to look at the idea of having a UK map It's a big ask. It truly is a very, very big ask. But I think it's maybe possible to do it. I just need to pick up a lot of skills, and by a lot of skills I do mean a lot of skills. Let's get the truck stopped nicely. There we go. Yes, so I'm going to have to pick up a lot of skills. I'm going to need a lot of time. And yes, it is going to take a very long time to do. But I honestly think I may be able to pull this off. With difficulty, with a lot of difficulty. And so, yes, if you're interested in that sort of thing, do let me know. And I'm sure I can work on something from there. And of course, this is all going to be time dependent. This could very well be a thing that I cannot do, just simply because I do not have the time to do it. But if I can somehow manage to find the time to do this sort of thing, I think it could be really quite good. So we're going to this location for our pickup. This is where we always go. This seems to be the one pickup place in London, which is kind of annoying. And that is... oh no, that is... oh, which one are we picking up? No, the end one is what we're picking up. Right, so let's go ahead and see the offer. Freight market. That's the one selected. Okay. Let's back this up a little. Clear on both sides. Definitely clear on both sides. Now, I'm thinking this is going to require... this is going to... look at the mess down here. This is going to require beacon lights. I think I'm incorrect in assuming that. Now, where is the pin for this? I do not think I'll be moving in. Is that the pin? There it is. That wasn't too bad. Right, let's have a look outside and take a look at whether or not... in fact, if I put this into first, just move out a little and switch on my beacon lights. It does not have beacon lights. Now that is strange, because this very much looks like something that requires beacon lights. In fact, let's go ahead and take a picture from here. I like the fact that I can just move my microphone around. This just looks very much like a beacon light sort of thing. So, photo studio, photo mode. Oh, it's the new photo mode, isn't it? Photo mode that I do not particularly like. That could be a decent-ish view. It's a good thing that I do not really take too many pictures for this. Because, as I said, it just is not that great. You know what I really should do? I really should purchase, or hire some drivers and purchase some new trucks. Let me move my microphone to the right spot. There we go, that looks good. Back in we go. Let's begin our journey. Ooh, how am I going to get it out of here? I've just realised this is going to be interesting. Because that is going to be a very tight turn. Actually, no, that should be okay. Shouldn't have too much issue with this turn. I do not think. No, we're going to have issues with this turn. Okay. Right. Let's go for an exact reverse. Right, this is going to be very, very interesting. So, what I need to do is I'm going to have to... let's see. If I move it as close as I can on this side... There we go. And then absolutely to the edge of this. Like as close as I can get over here. I think that might still hit. Let's bring it a little bit closer. There we go. No, that is still going to be stuck. Okay. Here comes a two-part video. For this part, I shall be stuck. Don't want to scrape that. And I've got to be very careful. How is this going to work? I can see another trailer over there. So, could I... Okay, that is a lot straighter than it was before. Ooh, if I back it up into that area... If I back it up into that area and then move it out, that could work. How do I get it to back up into that area? Although this is a lot better regardless. So maybe, just maybe, we might have this. That is much better on the turn. But I feel like it's still going to touch. Ah, yes, I can just see it in that mirror, the top mirror. Okay. Yep, two-parter, coming right up. Back up a little. Turn. Go on, turn. You're not touching anything. Turn. There we go. How do I do this? How do I do this? How am I going to do this? What did I hit there? Nothing. That's now going completely the wrong direction. Could I... Alright, let's have a look behind me. So, alright, let's go right the way back. So, by right the way back, I mean... Let's go... to the point of... We are... Yeah, touching that. And then... Let me... turn it this way. Yep, okay. Let me do this. And then I want to try to... That's so fairly close, but that is sort of what I'm going to need, and then back it around it. just around that corner. But that's just reversing back into the spot that we were in. But if I make it go wide, come around and then go wide again. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. So, turn it. Oh, come on. Keep looking. So keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Okay, stop there. Right. I'm now going to go as wide as I can here, so really cut that there. Full lock across this. Yep. There we go. Turn it almost in this direction, right. Got to be careful that we do not hit there. Yep, this should do. And then, just about, then we try and go as wide as we can here. And then full lock. So that's fully locked in this direction. Okay. What am I touching now? Am I bumping on the wall? I don't think so. And then full lock in this direction. Well, not full lock, but there we go. Make sure it's a wide load, so we need to give it a little bit of room. Give it that space. And that should theoretically, nope, it's still going to touch. Or will it just miss? As far over onto this side as possible. I think we are just about clear. That was not easy. That was not easy in the slightest. Okay, well, that was a start. That's been 20 minutes already, roughly, give or take. Perhaps 19 minutes. Now, I think in this case beacons should be on. Just looking at the size of the truck. It isn't the biggest, but it certainly is not small. So you can see that it is something that you would need some warning about. Ah yes, green lights. See if we can hit a green wave here. Right, we need to be going down this underpass. Fourth. Will this fit in the underpass? That's my other problem. Ah, okay. We are going to have to be a little careful here on this underpass. Should be okay-ish, but we are taking up nearly the entire width of the lane. Of course, this underpass is not quite as it is. I tried taking this road out of here one day. It can be a mess to do this. M4, no wait, we just need to stay here. Yep, M4, that's the one. Now obviously it doesn't happen this quickly. Sorry people in the lorries, or in the vans. I mean, just look at the size of this. There's no way you're going to be able to get past it that easily. Now the A4 actually does. The A4 does have a bit more than this to where it goes. This bridge is also a little different. But yes, I was trying to dart in and out of here and the A4, the M4, A40, M40, just trying to get out of here, or get out of London that day. There's a lot of traffic around due to a couple of accidents on the main roads, so made it rather difficult. Now the question is this going to last 2 episodes, or can I get it done in 1? M25 is not where I want to go. M25 north-south? I didn't think that's what the M25 said. I always thought it said M25 clockwise, anti-clockwise. Anyone ever use M25 north and south? I'm not sure now. That one has stumped me. That one has certainly stumped me. Because now I'm just thinking, maybe that is a thing that is said. And I just do not use it. Now I'm going to have to be very careful here. So my plan is to stay in the end lane almost all the while. I do not remember that road being like that. I know what that area is, but I do not remember the road being like that. Doing nearly 70. I do not think I'm going to be able to go in the middle lane, not with the size of this lorry. So I cannot remember the width of a motorway lane. I mean, I know I've taken a over 2 meter wide car through it, and it's fine, because when we have roadworks, generally the inside lane is narrower, so you end up with narrower lanes, and then they have a width restriction on the inside lane, and that width restriction is normally about 2 meters. So, and 2 meters, surprisingly enough, is actually not as why is everybody slowing down? When you may think 2 meters, that's pretty wide, but for a number of cars, once you take into account wing mirrors, you are getting to that 2 meter mark. Anywhere between 1.8 to 2 meters, you are getting to that mark. So it is somewhat narrow. You would struggle with, for example, a Range Rover or something like that, or even a car like a Ford Mondeo. You would struggle with that. In fact, that happened to be the car I was driving on the day with the narrow lanes. I've also driven a Ford Focus in the narrow lanes. Easier, but still pretty narrow. So yes, I think these lanes are all maybe possibly 2.6 meters, 2.8 meters wide? Perhaps? I'm not, as I said, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they are somewhere around that number. I am sort of blocking the middle lane there. I've really got very little choice. At the moment I'm doing, let's bring that into 6L. I was going to say at the moment I'm doing a really poor 50 miles per hour. What I think I will do is there is a service station coming up, so I think I will end this video at that service station and then continue to Newport in the next one. That, just trying to get out of London was a bit of a, specifically trying to get out of that particular pickup point was difficult, the construction yard. So, yep. Service is 200 yards. Where's the 321 markings? Okay, these are some pretty shoddy services. I think what I will do is fill up fuel. Do not hit the tanks. Do not hit the pumps. Sorry, do not hit the pumps. Do not hit the pumps. There we go. Do that. That. And end the video right here. Let's have a look at actually how far we've actually got in terms of on the map, and also how wide this truck actually is. So if we have a look outside, probably switch off my beacons. Beacons. That's the one. Yep, you can definitely see that it is. There's that extra width. Just comparing it to the width of my trunk. It isn't massively wide. It just is that little bit wider. That's something to be concerned about. Right, let's have a look how far we've got. How far are we? Okay, we're almost in Newport, so let's see, we've got Severn Crossing there. This is going to be Bristol. Or where are we? Around the Swindon area, perhaps? None of this really looks like the M4. I will say that, in the slightest. None of this looks like the M4. A46 should be continuing up this way. This is probably the... Oh, what? No, wait, that would be the A40. So if it comes along here, that should be the A46. Yes, this should be the A46 too. Surely? No, it isn't. Because the A46 would come up here. That's supposed to be Catthorpe, so it'd come up here, along here, through this area, up this way. This is the A46 there. Yes, I believe that is the A46, and then it comes, so you can sort of see it if it follow a straight line all the way down there. That's the A46. Anyway, what am I talking about? The A46. That is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. In the next episode, to Newport, we'll park up off the M4, then perhaps we'll go around here, come back in here, and then if it is, we may pop over to Cardiff, check out what we have there as well, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Let me know, do you think trying to do the UK as a map on its own is a good idea, or is it a really bad idea? It would be interesting to know that. What else is there to say? Yes, you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. And also you can join my Discord server, link to that is also in the description box below. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in what will probably be a shorter Euro Truck Simulator 2 video. I'll see you then.